How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Blake Check. If you're new to the channel, my name is Blake. It's nice to meet you. Today I'm here at the Ramada Inn in Tucson, Arizona for the ADOT EV Plan Open House. Today, some representatives from the Arizona Department of Transportation are going to be discussing some of the details of the NEVI plan. If you're like me and you're not sure what that is, I'm going to have some details linked in the top right-hand corner of your screen for you to check out. But in summary, that's a federal plan whose goal is to expand electric vehicle charging infrastructure nationwide. So you know that interests me. I figured I'd bring you guys along for the journey while I'm here trying to learn a little bit more about what's in store for the state of Arizona and the rest of the country. So let's get inside. The event is about to start. You guys, we walked around, you saw some footage from the inside of the event. I grabbed Brian, who I met inside the event. We had a good conversation and I asked him if he would join me outside to ask him just a few questions about his stage in the EV adoption process. So that's the first question. What do you drive?
I drive, this is going to be rough, but I'm happy we're having this conversation.
I already know what he drives.
I drive a Dodge Ram. I drive a 1500 Dodge Ram.
Okay,
yeah.
So the follow-up question, actually, let's talk about your Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
What are you paying for gas in the Dodge Ram? I know you don't want to tell us, but the viewers are going to want to hear it.
Yes. So I'm paying, luckily, the reason I drive it, let me preface by saying, the reason I drive is because I work from home. I don't have to drive very far. I just drop off a kid from school and then I come back home. But even by doing that, and I'm doing that 5 days a week, I'm still putting in, to fill up the full tank, it's like $115 or something like that. And it's pretty regular, that I'm doing those.
But at least for your use case, like you're not filling up 115 like every week.
No. Luckily, because I don't have to do a lot of commuting. But it's still, when I have to do it, I'm looking at my card like, whoa,
nice.
I got to do it.
Well, I mean, that's why we're here. You're obviously interested in EVs.
Yes.
If you were to buy one today, what would you be buying? Would it be something similar to your Dodge Ram, size-wise, or did you have something else in mind?
I think because honestly, what I would buy is probably a Model 3 or a Model Y.
Okay.
That would be my main thing. Because
you hear that? The Model 3 is the best EV on the road.
Because we could talk about performance all day long for sure. That's very sexy. But I have a couple of kids, and for me, it's about a space thing. And even though I would be technically going down maybe from space,
like in the cabin.
Okay. But I get a ton of space for my children. I get a ton of space for moving things, and I get performance out of those things. So I would be okay with sacrificing my truck bed to be able to access comfortability and a bit of luxury maybe that a Model 3 could provide.
I've told you the Model 3 is a great car. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite EV, to be honest with you. I love kind of like the nimbleness, if that's a word, of the Model 3, the tossability, all that stuff. But the Model Y, in my opinion, is the best.
I think so too.
Not just EV on the road, but car on the road, because of just like the full package of practicality, especially if you get the performance, that 0 to 60 in 3.5 in an SUV, unheard of. Especially, it's expensive, but at that price, like you're not going to find something else that can do that.
You're really getting like a full gambit of things there, And I wonder, there was a conversation that was happening when the Model Y came out, where people were saying that maybe the Model 3 will go away because it's the Model Y is the Model 3 but just bigger, and I like that. So I just haven't seen a lot of Model Ys. So my notion is to go towards a Model 3, but either one of those would be the vibe that I would choose for sure.
I feel like either way you go between the 3 and the Y, because they're so similar, you couldn't go wrong. And really, like we just came from the inside the event, we were talking to a bunch of people that have like EV6s, Bolts, all these other types of EVs, and I haven't heard somebody that's had a bad experience with an EV that they've had so far. And that's kind of the point of this event, is like trying to make electric vehicle ownership a little more convenient for everybody. We're talking about how to build out that electric charger infrastructure. And so is that a concern for you? Is that something that's on your mind as somebody that's considering buying their first EV? It's just like the infrastructure?
I think I worry sometimes and maybe why I haven't probably pulled the trigger before is, can I get we talked a little bit about traveling further away. If I want to go to California, if I want to go to Utah, where my parents live, I worry sometimes that maybe in that trip, I have to sit at the charger for a long time or whatever. So it does give me some apprehension for sure.
Sure.
To think about those things.
So yeah, that's why I'm excited that there's already plans being put in place.
Yes.
Like I said before at the beginning of this video, the NEVI plan is a federal plan that is rolling out or expanding that EV charging network nationwide. Here we're talking about the plans for Arizona, but again, NEVI is a federal program. So
bipartisan, and I'm amazed.
Yeah, and it's great that we can cooperate on something that's great for the entire country, for everybody, for people like me, and like you probably watching this video. Thanks for watching this far into the video. If you liked what you saw, leave me a like, comment below. Are you considering buying your first EV now that you know that the entire country is talking about expanding the EV charging network? If so, let me know. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. This has been Blake Check. That's a wrap.